The first early thought of literacy for me was the school library. I went to Robert E. Lee Elementary in Eagle Pass. This is where I really found out that you could take a book home. As a child who wanted to excel at everything, this was an amazing opportunity at the time. First ever book I can remember is the Humpback Whale book. This was around first, second grade. I checked it out and they stamped a card for me. I thought that was very interesting. When I was in fourth grade, I had a teacher that loved literacy, reading, and writing. I remember a daily journal entry. I would always wonder what her next journal prompt was. She knew the latest trends for kids in our age group. She would use that as fun prompts on what journal entry would be that day. You could at times share as well. She had a large gray cabinet. At some point during the semester, she opened it and it was full. There was numbers on baskets and items in them. These items were prizes that you could possibly win if you read enough, according to this teacher. The reading store was a big deal and I will never forget it. This was amazing as I never got additional items from my mom, only what was necessary. These incentives that she had to offer were cool and trendy. I read everything I could. I enjoyed reading and I could immerse myself in books rather than just laying around. At this stage, I had favorites. Amongst them was The Secret Garden. There was a movie based on it on TV, and it became one of my favorite movies as it brought to life everything this book I much enjoy reading. And sometimes and the fact that I could get lost in these books and suddenly be in another country versus where I really was. This was a higher level of reading. I love that I understood whatever the book had to say. My whole life, I somehow knew that reading was full of adventure. I forgot about books after 7th grade. My priorities changed and I didn't read again for years. After high school, I moved to another town to live with my older sister. That summer, I read The Color Purple, It by Stephen King, and shortly after, I've read Flowers in the Attic by V.C. Andrews. I love the quality of a great detailed read, and so that influenced me to promote literacy. To this day, it does. The content in the books was explosive, it all was, and it was great sharing that information and also watching the movies after. Right now, I'm a full-time mom, a first-year infant and toddler teacher, and a student as well. I focus on knowledge. I love hard copies. Ebooks are okay, but I like to see the words and feel the book in my hand, so I will always buy the actual book. I read and learn to get certified and to my students in the classroom, which I enjoy. Thanks again for listening.